Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Lamb Talk YouTube channel, right? Slash podcast soon, right? I'm your host, Deslin Dawkins. You can call me Desi. And I hope you're having a wonderful and productive day. Man, I'm so psyched to have you back for another video. Come talk with us. Again, these are expensive conversations that will change your life. And if you don't believe me, right? I'm a walking testimony. So everything that we talk about, or most of the things that we talk about, I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the things that we talk about, I've either done myself or practiced myself. Right? This channel is about wealth, health, and spirituality, and just all around, being productive and finding our purpose as humans. Right? So mostly if you can find inspiration from these videos, again, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, drop a like, and we can get it kicking. Without further ado, right? This is what we're talking about today. Okay, so today's topic was recommended by a friend, right? He wanted me to talk about delayed gratification, right? So we all know about delayed gratification. It's a touchy topic, especially for today's generation where everything is quick and fast, right? So because everything is quick and fast, we tend to don't know the value of prolonging, right? Or having the patience for something that's even of more value, right? So it's basically comparing instant noodles versus like homemade, ramen or, stuff like that, right? You know what I'm talking about. Or let me say, I'm Jamaican. So it's basically going to the store, right, and buying like fast food versus sitting at home with like jerk chicken, and home cooked veggies and rice and food and stuff like that. Like it's a whole different thing. Like yes, it's instant. It's gonna do the job for right now. It might not be the healthiest. The reward up front is gonna be quick. It's gonna be fast, and that's what we all want, especially in today's society with like gurus and young kids and stuff like that becoming multimillionaires, like either off crypto stocks or whatever the case may be, or trading, or even just doing entrepreneurial stuff. Like people might see that, the younger generation might see that, and they might say, hey, I want to do something fast. I want to get this money fast. When in reality, it takes time, right? In reality, everything takes time. And my mom used to tell me, if it comes fast, most likely it's not good, right? So the faster the money comes, right, the faster it's gonna go. The faster the girls come or the boys come, the faster they go, right? So it's a thing, it's a topic, it's a really important topic that we definitely have to talk about today on today's channel, Lamb Talk, because this is an expensive conversation, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it, right? So delayed gratification, we're gonna talk about a few points today. It affects every aspect of our lives, man, especially when it comes on to our relationship, right? When it comes on to our finances, and it basically boils down to self-discipline and patience, right? If you check out my last video, we talked about discipline and how discipline can change your life, change you also as a person, and change your pockets, right? Change your mindset. So discipline, it comes on the discipline. Like you just have to have the patience, man, to just wait for the good things, right? The good stuff, right? As an example, man, like these mega companies like Amazon, like Jeff Bezos, like he did not make the company was not really profitable for a long time, right? I think if not, don't get me wrong, I think it was like over a decade, like he was not really making any like profit. Like it was after like 13, 14 years, like the company really took off and shoot, right, and shot to the moon. So and look at that. Now it's a multi billion-dollar company. So you have to understand, like, if he had ran for the instant gratification of like, oh, I want to make money in my first year, or if it doesn't, I'm gonna stop, or I'm gonna do something else, or whatever the case may be, we wouldn't have a fast 2-day delivery service today, right? And it's the same thing, the same concept that goes on with our lives, right? So The actual meaning, right, of delayed gratification. I already told you my own definition of it. I'm gonna actually read it to you, right? So the meaning of delayed gratification is, it's a very powerful concept, right? It is the ability to resist temptation, right, for an immediate, like immediate reward, right, in preference to a later reward that's more sustainable and better. Okay, so the first thing we're talking about today, man, is just self control. Like, you gotta have, it's gonna, delay gratification is gonna teach you self-control. Okay, it's gonna demonstrate our ability as men to regulate our emotions, right, to control our impulses. Man, let me tell you something, like real talk, you gotta control your impulses, especially when it comes to doing, bad stuff out here in the world, man. Especially when I'm talking to like my, like, young men. Okay, there's a lot of us, a lot of black young man that's in prison, that's in jail, right? Juvie, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are targeted, right? So that is just, the culture today. We just gotta accept it, right? And move around it, move smarter, right? So we can make more money, right? And move through society and provide for a family and stuff like that. Man, you have to have self control, right? Self control is a really, really big deal. So, with delayed gratification, if you can wait on something and have the patience, right, to do it, you'll definitely seek the reward or reap the reward in the end, right? So you got to control your impulses. It will teach you to control your impulses, okay? Long-term success, like, it is a definite correlation to long-term success. Like, for example, again, when I started my company, right, I have a rental company. I have a few companies actually, but when I first started my journey, I did not I did not see anything immediately. Okay, and it's just like that with everything in life. When you first start, you don't see everything immediately. When you first go to the gym, you don't see changes right away. So you have to allow time, right? You have to allow that time for the work to work on you. Okay, so with that being said, like, it is a direct correlation to long-term success, right? So for example, again, as I said with the company example, like, if you start something, right, doesn't matter what it is, if you start something and it's good for you, okay, just wait, just be patient, just wait. You don't have to go ahead, you don't have to go ahead and see everything right now, today, tomorrow, in 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a year or two, or even 3 4 years. Rick Ross, he did not make any money from his music in, like, a decade before he started making money, right? So, and it's the same thing. Like, you have to wait. When I first started doing music, I did it for 7 years and I didn't see a penny, right? And it's now after like 7 years, like, I get a check here and there from the royalty companies and stuff like that. So I understand what delayed gratification means, and what doesn't mean that it is not hard to do and not hard to be patient. But if you want to be an alpha male, like, you have to exercise that impulse control, right? So, and delayed gratification will help you, like, to be patient. Okay, so that's it. Financial management, obviously, when it comes to delayed gratification, you are, you know people that exercise delayed gratification, you're more likely to save and not, have the money and want to spend it immediately. If you get paid from your job, right? Just, I'm talking about for the, the 99%. Like, you go to work, you come home, you get paid, right? Some people will spend the money before. They're gonna spend the money before. I used to do that. I used to spend my money before I got paid. Don't do that. Okay? Don't spend your money before you get paid. Get your paycheck, do your budget, and actually save your money. Because in the long run, you're gonna want that savings to either invest in yourself, right? Or invest in some sort of an asset. So that's when it comes to financial management. Okay, so lifestyle. When we talk about delayed gratification or lifestyle, again, right, we're gonna talk about, it's gonna promote a healthier lifestyle. Again, going to the gym, sticking to a diet, sticking to a certain routine. So when we get up in the morning, we're gonna get up in the morning, do 25 push-ups every morning for 2 years, right? Like, that person in the 2 years is gonna look way better, even be more physically fit than the person that didn't stick to it, right? You're gonna give up after 1 or 2 days. Okay, I've seen it happen. Like, we'll go to the gym for 1 day, or we'll try a different, meal plan, or we'll try a different diet or whatever the case may be, and we'll do it and it'll be fine for like a week. I've met people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it for a week, and then next thing they fall off. So they can't see long term enough to exercise delayed gratification. We have to exercise delayed gratification as young men and young women, because everything is in our society is so fast, right? We already know that if it comes so fast, it's not good, right? And there's a lot of people out here that scamming, right? A lot of people out here that want quick money. Some people take the illegal money and front it up as legal money. So you have to understand what you're getting into and understand that investments take time. That's why they say like a safe investment, right? Is like return of like 7% a year on your money, right? Whether it's stock market or whatever the case may be, right? A safe investment, like you're not gonna get like you're not gonna take crazy risk, right? And put some money in today and get 10, 20 folds tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. Like you have to give it time to work, give it time to grow, right? See long term, see more than just a year, more than 2 years. Like, okay, I'm exercising delayed gratification also because it's an important part of my journey and part of my life. For example, I invested some money in Bitcoin, right? And no, I didn't catch it, right? Because we were young when Bitcoin was, just starting up, right? I didn't catch it when it was, low, but I did caught it, right? I caught it, I think at like 50 or something like that. I invested some money in there, and I invested some money in some other coins like altcoins and whatever it means. So it's it's not booming now, right? Like the money, like the investment is steadily growing, but I have faith. Like I'm not gonna just pull it out because usually my younger self would just pull it out. I'm like, never mind, right? Or pull my shares out the stock market or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. It's called looking, 10 years ahead, right? 10 steps ahead, 20 years ahead. Like in 20 years, will this appreciate? Yes, right? Will the market change? Obviously, you have to watch the market changes so you know where the money flows or where to put your money. But as far as like putting it in and then trying to take it out immediately, it doesn't work. You have to wait. You have to wait. Let it work for you. Okay, like accept it. Okay, be patient and it will come through. Right, and that's gonna set you apart from the 99%. Trust me. Right, that's gonna set you apart from the 99% at your workplace, at your job. Like just having patience, having that delayed gratification. You're just sacrificing the instant small thing for the greater in the long run.